US President Donald Trump said on Sunday that the United States might launch a second military strike on Venezuela following the capture of President Nicolás Maduro if remaining members of the administration do not cooperate with his efforts to get the country fixed. Trump's comments raised the possibility of further US military interventions in Latin America and suggested Colombia and Mexico could also face military action if they do not reduce the flow of illicit drugs to the United States.
The country is a mess. It's been horribly run. The oil is just flowing at a very low level, much lower than, even if it was badly run, it should have more income, more oil than what they do. So we're going to have the big oil companies go in. They're going to fix the infrastructure. They're going to invest money. We're not going to invest anything. We're going to just take care of the country. We're going to cherish the country. We're going to take care, more importantly, of the people, including Venezuelans that are living in our country that were forced to leave their country. And they're going to be taken very good care of. Yes.
President Trump also insisted that the United States is in charge of Venezuela, but he was also dealing with the new leadership in Caracas, as Vice President Delcy Rodríguez was appointed as interim president of the country. Trump warned that she may have to pay a bigger price than Maduro if she does not cooperate with the United States. Maduro and his wife are now awaiting trial in New York City on federal criminal charges, including narco-terrorism conspiracy. Venezuela's interim President Rodriguez said that she was ready to work together with the Trump administration, asking the US leader for a balanced, respectful relationship. Trump said on Saturday that the US would take control of Venezuela's massive oil reserves and recruit American companies to invest billions of dollars to refurbish the country's gutted oil industry. Cuban government has said in a statement that 32 Cuban nationals were killed during the US attack on Caracas. Trump knew the facts. He further suggested that America's bitter foe might collapse on its own after the flow of relatively cheap oil from Venezuela will cease.
One of the things that is happening, and I think you see it all the time, Howard, you've seen it, that Cuba is ready to fall. You know?
Yes.
Cuba looks like it's ready to fall. I don't know if they're going to hold out. But Cuba now has no income. They got all of their income from Venezuela, from the Venezuelan oil. They're not getting any of it. And Cuba literally is ready to fall. And you have a lot of great Cuban Americans that are going to be very happy about this.
U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio defended the military activity and said congressional approval wasn't required as it was a law enforcement operation, not a prolonged invasion of a foreign country. Protests in favor of U.S. action and against it sprang up in different parts of the globe. People rallied against Trump's military actions in many U.S. cities, while Venezuelan citizens took to the streets in Peru and other nations to celebrate the capture of Maduro. Thousands of government supporters took to the streets of Caracas, voicing their demand for the return of President Nicolás Maduro. Bureau Report, DD India.